Lions TV. We are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can already see on the screen. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2023, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to the final game before the next unnecessary international break and Joe Edwards' first game in charge as our new head coach. As always, let's kick off the show by taking a look at the 11 that the brand spanking new gaffer might pick to start the match. And so, of course, it's going to be very, very difficult to predict a Joe Edwards side, but I love what he's been saying so far. He heavily wants to invest in the youth. Of course he does. And we've got some good youngsters at the club, having been through the Chelsea Academy himself as a player and then right through the age groups there as a coach. He also wants to see us be proactive on the ball, on the front foot and taking the game to teams. So it's all good news as far as I'm concerned. He has edged towards suggesting that players that have been there a long time won't be able to do the things he wants to do. And so I think they'll be replaced in time. However, one game before the international break in Sheffield Wednesday, clearly struggling. I'm not sure if he'll try to implement that straight away. I think he might stick to what does work for us away from home. And I think he'll just try and grind out a result and then he'll work in more depth for the players during the international break, the ones that aren't away on international duty. So look, it's going to be impossible to predict a starting 11. I do think you're going to see a lot more of Billy Mitchell, Romain Esse and Idemo Maku going forward. But right here, right now, I'm not too sure it'll change too much. Let's move on to our opposition. As I've already mentioned, is Sheffield Wednesday. And they're managed by Danny Ryle. They have an absolute roller coaster of a last 6 months. I didn't know who Ryle was at all. I've looked him up. He seems to be of the mould of Edwards, of Liam Manning, who's now gone to Bristol City from Oxford, and so on and so on. This new age way and type of manager in football. Edwards is 37. Danny Ryle is only 34. I'm feeling extremely old. I'm almost old enough to be Danny Ryle's father. Not quite, but look, he's been in charge not too long at all. Looks to be a young, fresh appointment, as I've said. And before that, I said they've had an absolute roller coaster, topsy-turvy. Last 6 months, it almost makes our club look boring in comparison, but we know it's not. They got promoted last season, of course, through the playoffs. They was top of the table for a while, fell away under Darren Moore, and then they revived, got in the playoffs and lost 4-0 away at Peterborough. They then, in the second leg, of course, if you don't know, won 4-0 at Hillsborough, and they scored in the last minutes to force it to extra time. They went 5-4 down in extra time. They got back to 5-4. I actually watched the game, but can't even remember what happened after that. I think I blacked out. Or they won on the away goal rule and then beat Barnsley in the final in the last minute of extra time. It's Roy the Rovers stuff, injury time or extra time, with Josh Windass getting that goal. I always nearly say Dean Windass. He, of course, did score himself in the playoff final. But yeah, look, and then Darren Moore leaves the club. They get Cisco Munoz in. It's absolute carnage. They're at war with their owners, and they're rock bottom of the division. In the last 5 games, they have only scored 2 goals. 1-1, draw 1, and lost 3. Sees them sitting rock bottom of the table. And last time out on the road, they lost 1-0 to Bristol City. The one to watch for them would be Barry Bunyan. He had about 9 hair transplants and it just keeps falling out. When he fell out the referee on Saturday and he was sent off at Bristol City, so he will be ineligible to play. I know I take the piss with his giant Concord hooter as well, but he's a fucking good player, especially for them. He's their main man. He pulls the string. So the one to watch, aside from Bannon, I'm going to go for, of course, pull of the heartstrings. Lee Gregory, Millwall legend, will be in action for them at Hillsborough. Loved Gregors, loved his time at the club, and he was brilliant for us, partnering Steve Morrison for all those years, but hopefully he doesn't get back on the score sheet at Hillsborough on Saturday. And so this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. I am going to go for the new manager bounce. I'm going for a 1-0 Millwall win with Romain Esse to get the goal, whether that be from a starting 11 position or off the bench, to send the away fans into raptures and give Joe Edwards a fantastic early boost in his first ever game in professional management. And so that's your lot for this preview show. I hope you have enjoyed it. All that's left for me to say is I will not be travelling to Hillsborough on Saturday. I wasn't particularly fussed before, but now I really wish I was going to get behind the new manager. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, fortunately, I am travelling to Mexico the next day on holiday, so I have just absolutely got no time to do anything or fit anything else in. I've still got a pack. I've still got shopping to do. And trying to find the swimming trunks in November is no easy feat. So I'll be live streaming, live and direct from Lions TV Towers from around 2:30 p.m. And you can watch me watch the game. You know the drill by now. Good luck to you. If you are travelling, please bring home the 3 points. And please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.